Those with the broadest shoulders should pay their fair share," said Rachel Reeves, before quietly aiming for the shoulders of pensioners across Britain. If reports are right, Labour is preparing a 2p income tax rise in the next budget, the first such change in 50 years. What looks on paper like a tidy arithmetic fix is starting to look less like a fair redistribution and more like a clever sleight of hand. The Great Balancing Act. The headline line will be a 2p cut in national insurance to offset the income tax rise. For many workers, that sugarcoating means little change to take-home pay. But millions of pensioners, many of whom don't pay national insurance, won't see that sweetener. For them, the Treasury's Balancing Act feels more like stepping on a banana skin. Estimated effects are stark. Basic rate workers are largely unaffected. High earners around £100,000 could be about £1,000 worse off. And additional rate pensioners with incomes north of roughly £125. 140 face an eye-watering increase in tax of around £2.500 a year. Those are rough numbers, but the direction is clear. The burden shifts in ways that hit older people hard. Silver squeeze golden promises. This is the same government that pledged not to raise income tax, VAT or NI, and yet one of those promises now looks poised to be ticked anyway. Reeves has told the OBR to expect major measures to plug what she calls a black hole in public finances after higher borrowing costs and weaker productivity forecasts. Layer on other moves and it starts to look like a pincer. Proposals to subject unspent pension pots to inheritance tax from 2027 could see up to two-thirds effectively reclaimed in some cases. Then there's the winter fuel payment U-turn, payments reinstated at £200 for under 80s and £300 for over 80s. But those with incomes above £35,000 will effectively hand that cash straight back through the tax system. The Treasury calls that a targeted support. Most people would call it a seasonal loan with interest. Think tank theatrics, even Labour's friendly think tank. The Fabian Society is getting in on the act, arguing the current 25% tax-free lump sum is too generous and urging it be cut to a £100,000 cap. Apparently, saving responsibly has become a form of systemic unfairness. When asked, the Treasury predictably declined to comment on rumours. "We do not comment on speculation around changes to tax outside of fiscal events." Translation: it's under active consideration. Whatever the final mix of measures, the message is unmistakable. The policy math being sold as fairness threatens to fall heaviest on those with the least room to maneuver. The budget will show whether those broad shoulders are being asked to bear a fair share, or simply to bear the brunt. Watch the rows, watch the numbers, and watch who actually ends up paying.